What's up, Venture Crew? Today we're going to look at one small checkbox that can hide your entire website from Google. It's one of the biggest mistakes I see WordPress website owners make, and you can watch this video to make sure you avoid it. Let's go. Okay, so quick but super helpful video today for this, okay? So what we're looking at is just a default WordPress website. Okay, and as we build websites for our agency, one of the biggest issues that we see is something that is very tricky in WordPress. It's set by default, and most people don't understand how powerful it is for their WordPress website. If you run a WordPress website, you need to watch this video, log in, and check to make sure that this one checkbox I show you is not checked, because if it is, then it can drastically affect how Google views your website and whether or not you can rank in Google based just off this one checkbox, okay? All right, so what we're looking at is a default WordPress website, okay? In the back end of this default WordPress website, you can see obviously the default back end of WordPress, okay? By default, WordPress websites get set with a bunch of default settings that are set, okay? One of those settings, and the one I wanna show you, is under Settings in the left menu, and then Reading. Okay, under Settings Reading, which is also buried a little bit in the settings, is this one little checkbox right here called Discourage search engines from indexing this site. Okay, this checkbox, hear me clearly, is checked by default when you create a WordPress website. So you can create a WordPress website, you can do that however you want to do that, set up with your web host or do whatever you want to do. And by the time you get done and ready to launch your website, if you don't check this setting, it stays checked. Okay, now let me show you what this does and what this means, okay? Every WordPress website has what's called a Robots.txt file. That file gives instructions to Google and other search engines as to how to handle the content that's on your website. So the code of each page, whether or not to do what's called indexing your website, okay? Now, the important thing about this box is that this box determines what you say from your website to Google about how Google should handle the content on your website. By default, this checkbox is checked. And what that means is, you can see what it says, discourage search engines from indexing this site. A search engine indexing your website is the only way that you can expect to rank in Google for anything that you want to rank for on your website. It doesn't matter what your website is about, restaurants, banking and finance, attorneys, real estate agents, food, whatever it is, right? Digital marketing services, whatever your website is, if this box is checked, then you're actually telling Google to ignore your website and not index it. Let me show you it in the code. So if we go back to the front end of the website and we right click and we view page source on this website, what you can see up here at the top is a little code line here that's called meta name equals robots. This is basically pulling in from your robots.txt file, and it's saying, what is this robots file telling Google about how to handle the content on the website, okay? And here's the key, content equals no index, no follow. When you see this little no index tag in your website's code, which is the code of this website I'm looking at, no index literally means, hi Google, ignore my website and don't index it to rank for anything. This is massive. All right, so now that you know it's a problem, let me show you the easy fix and the easy solution to not have this be set this way. It comes this way by default. The easy way to fix it is just to uncheck the box, all right? So we're gonna go back to log into our WordPress website, go in the left menu, and we're gonna go into Reading, Settings and then Reading, and then we're gonna uncheck this box. And then we're gonna save changes. Now, once I do that, I see my settings are saved. Let's go back to the front end, let's refresh, and now I'll show you what change was made, okay? So if I view the page source on my page, I can see that my meta name robots content equals no index, no follow is gone. And what that means is now my website is available. My robots.txt file is now telling Google that it can now index my website when the spiders come and check my website for the content of the website in order to provide it to searchers in Google. All right? So just go in, make sure you check this. Any WordPress website owners, you need to log into your website and you need to check this. When we build sites for clients, we have this on our post-launch checklist when we launch sites for clients to make sure that this box is unchecked, because if it's checked, it actually can hinder all of your SEO efforts in the future. All right, huge mistake I see WordPress website owners make. I hope this was helpful for you. Tell all your friends about it. Share this with others that own WordPress websites, because they need to know that this box, this one single checkbox under settings reading in WordPress, can hide your entire website from Google. It's a huge problem, one of the biggest mistakes we see WordPress website owners make. All right, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be posting a lot more really helpful content just like this. So check us out at wpventure.com. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. Let us know if you need any help getting this checkbox unchecked in the comments down below in the video, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.